In the process of buying a house, you will find out that there is no one house that will give you everything that you want, but there will be a house that will have everything that you actually need. So it's important that you know your negotiables and your non-negotiables when it comes to accepting a man's proposal for marriage. Single ladies, save this video. I've always shared with you how important it is to use your choice well. When you're single, you have a choice. You have a strong bargaining power. So let me give you 4 negotiables and 4 non-negotiables when it comes to saying yes to a man. Number 1 is physical appearance. Don't be too focused on his height, his beard, his hairline, his fashion sense, or how he looks. I've seen a lot of comments of ladies saying, Tolu, I love this guy. It's just that he's short. How can I deal with it? When you are so focused on a man's height, it blinds you from seeing the things that are actually good about him. And when you love him so much, or you want to say yes to him just because he's tall and it fits the picture in your head, or it fits that aesthetics in your head, you're also blinded to the things that are not so good about him. I've told you to picture yourself having a kind of marriage, not a kind of man, but a kind of marriage. So anybody that can afford that kind of marriage, that kind of relationship, that kind of family life that you want, give the person a chance. You cannot say a man is very good, it's just that he's shorter than me. Then who should marry him? I even salute the courage of men that go for tall girls, because that tells you that he's a secured man. He's comfortable in his height. Number 2 is family background. Now this is a negotiable. Okay, if it's from a dysfunctional family, you have to understand where he stands as regards family life. If his dysfunctional family has broken him to a point that you cannot deal with his recovery process, or if he's always taking sides, maybe his parents are separated and he's always taking sides with his father or taking sides with his mother, or you can see that it is affecting him, or he has not taken himself out of the situation and formed for himself his own set of principles, then that is a non-negotiable for you. But normally, a man's family background is not a very red flag. These are things you can deal with. Number 3 is his level of education. Oh, Tolu, I love this guy so much. He's always available for me, but I have a BSc and he has OND, and he's not even interested in going to school again. Me, I'm done with my master's and I'm even on my PhD. Well, this is a negotiable. This is something you can negotiate on, you can cope with. For these negotiables and non-negotiables, is more of what you can cope with. It's more of what you can compromise on. Like I said, one house will not give you everything that you want, but it must have everything that you actually need to survive. For example, my own negotiable can be that there must be swimming pool in the compound. For somebody else, it can be that it doesn't need to have a swimming pool, as long as there is visitors' toilets downstairs, as long as there is a playroom for the kids. Do you understand? So it is important that you know your negotiables and your non-negotiables. And for you to know that, you need to know yourself. That is why the single season is not just a time to wait for a man. Let me just wait for a man to define my life. No, I define my life. And based on that, I know the kind of man that can fit my profile. I've always told myself as a young lady, I need a man that would allow me to be all that God has called me to be. You can't discourage me. You can't dampen my spirits and then I will submit to your leadership. No, it's not possible. You have to be secure in yourself. You have to be emotionally available. You have to be able to think with me. You have to be on my frequency. It's not even money, because I've been working, I can take care of myself. Money is important, don't get me wrong, but you need to know the things that are non-negotiable for you and the things that are negotiable. I don't care about your physical appearance. We can work on that. Your fashion sense, we can work on that. So do not major on the minor and minor on the major. That's something that one of my university pastors used to say. Number 4 is financial status. Oh, Tolu, I love this guy. He's available for me. He's very humble. He's kind, but I earn more than him. I earn 1 million monthly. He earns 200K. Do you think there's a future there? Let's talk about it. Book a private session with me. Click the link on my profile, and in a few steps, we'll have a video call. Now, let's talk about the non-negotiables. These ones, you cannot even compromise. You cannot agree on this. The fundamental views to life. That's number 1. A man that is always saying, oh, men know the entire kitchen. A man that is always believing that a woman cannot check what is on the man's phone because you see what you should not see. All those small things, all those small statements, those small comments you see on that post that help you to summarize a man's way of thinking. A man that feels that when he gets money, the first thing he should do is to gamble. And you believe that the first thing you should do is to pay tithes. Can you see you have different ways of thinking? The way he's brought up is probably completely different from how you're brought up. How would you submit to him? Because this is what a lot of ladies do. You make your non-negotiables your negotiables. I can cope just because you want to be married. You want to have the ring. I said one day I'm going to share with you what it means to collect a ring from a man. Because he's giving you this washable ring and you're giving a lot in return. So what a lot of us do is we focus on the negotiables, the things that don't really matter, and then we ignore those non-negotiables. And that is why he's saying, oh, she cannot submit, she's stubborn, because she doesn't want to do what you are doing. She doesn't trust you, so she can't submit to your leadership. That's why I always say compatibility is important. Make sure you are like this person. Very important for you as a woman, because the man is the head. Whether you like it or not, you will submit to your choice. And it actually pays you to be submissive. Trust me, if you know how to do it well. Number 2, his faith. What does he believe in? Everyone believes in something. Oh, I don't believe in anything. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a this. I don't do anything. I don't trust. You still believe in something. Taking no decision is also a decision. Making no choice is still a choice. So if you don't believe in anything, then you believe in nothing. And whatever nothing has to offer you is you living your life to chance, basically. So as a lady, they want to be led, they want to follow, they want to look up to a man, they want to submit to a man. Don't compromise on your faith, your values, your standards. Oh, you have the fruit of the spirit, but you are dating a guy that doesn't have the fruit of the spirit. And you're asking me, Tolu, I'm a tongue-speaking Christian. I believe in God, I believe in this. But the person I'm dating is... What I ask you is, can you submit to his leadership 100%? You will be happy when he tells you that don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Because that is what makes a lot of people frustrated. That is what makes you feel cranky as a woman. You feel like you cannot sleep with your eyes closed. You cannot be yourself. So when some other people are happy in their marriages, because they believe in the same thing. I'm not saying there are no issues, there are no challenges when you believe in the same thing. But I'm saying your challenges are external challenges. Problem that just, they come, they perch on you and they go. The both of you deal with it in agreement. But when you're having internal problems, compatibility issues, how can 2 chase 1,000? The 1,000 will even scatter the 2 of you. So make sure you believe in the same thing. All this, I'm a Christian, is a non-Christian, can we marry? Then you will not be telling me that I know one of my auntie in Kafanchan, she married a Kiniko and she's a Christian and everything is going on smoothly. And then I ask you, is she actually a Christian? Like, it's not about religion. It's about what you believe in. There are some Christians that I cannot marry. Do you understand? If you are a Muslim, there are some Muslims that you cannot marry, that you would even pick a Christian guy over him. So tell me, what is one thing that is your negotiable? Or what is one thing that is your own non-negotiable that you can never compromise on? Number 3, his leadership values. How impulsive is he? You must pay attention to how a man leads. Does he have the character to be a leader? Does he have the qualities to be a leader? In fact, if you watch all my messages, all my videos, you see that I've been talking about non-negotiables. Everything comes off as advice. And I've been saying lately, I don't want to be giving this kind of warning advice videos. Like, I need to be positive. I need to give you some negotiables so that you know that no man is 100% perfect. Just like you too, you are not 100% perfect. But make sure that your own perfection can balance his imperfection, and his perfection or his area of strength can balance your own imperfections or your own weaknesses, and you will never get tired of doing it. Not so I can cope. No, he can cheat. Me, as long as a man gives me money, then 1 year down the line, we'll be hearing another thing. What is number 4? A man's temperament. That's a non-negotiable. Well, for me, from my own point of view, is he violent? Is he very temperamental? Does he get angry easily? You get angry and keep malice, cut everybody off. How does he handle when things are not going his way? When a family member annoys him? When he feels like he cannot control an outcome? How does he behave? These are things you need to pay attention to. If you watched up until this point, write it in the comment section for yourself. I told Lokbeode, my marriage will never bring me tears. My marriage will bring me joy, prosperity, and fulfillment. In Jesus' name, amen. I'll see you guys in my next one. God bless you.